Welcome back to Cant. Today we're looking at the new Edge ST. This is the first time these two letters have made their way onto a crossover, and we all know crossovers are ruling the car industry right now. They're SUVs, small SUVs, practical, all-wheel drive, take you anywhere. It's completely killing the market. So it makes sense that Ford has hopped up their already hot Edge Sport and gave it 335 horsepower. Okay, so this has taken over from Ford's Edge Sport. Everybody knows that crossovers, SUVs are a big niche in the market right now. They're selling like hotcakes, and it makes sense for Ford to put these two letters on this car. But how good is it as a driver's car? We're gonna go over a little bit of it, do a quick video on it today. My thanks as always goes to Modern Ford of Boone for allowing me to check out the first one that they got. So it's windy and cold out here up here on this mountain, so let's get into it. Let's take this thing down the road and see what Ford's ultimate crossover feels like. And excuse the wind. Up front, black grille with the camera. It's got a really nice fascia, good mean looking fascia with the LEDs and the projector beam, headlights, fog lights. Big meaty 20-inch wheels, 245 sections. I like the little side skirts. This thing has a lot of edges on it, which makes sense. Coming around to the back, have dual tailpipes, or at least the fascia. If you really look in there, you still have two pipes, but not quite that big. Of course, you got your reverse camera, foot activated, a lot of storage in here, and I do mean a lot of storage. You can fit quite a bit in here. But yeah, and then just go up here, press the button. Easy as you like. Very nice. Soft close, LEDs. All the materials in this car is very nice. Panoramic sunroof, of course split folding rear seats. The back passengers have the opportunity to have heated seats, which is nice. Couple power plugs. Up front, once again with that beautiful white stitching, that contrast, you have a Bang & Olufsen sound system in here, which is sure to impress. Very nice seats with the ST logo, not really embroidered in these seats, but perforated so that you can feel the heat or the cooling. Piano black trim with a rotary dial gear selector and electronic e-brake, unfortunately, but there's a lot of tech in this car. Press a button for the glove box to open. You got a little storage back there, which is nice. There's your ST key right there. Let's go ahead and get the car warmed up. Swipe, lock it once. With the key in my pocket, I can just grab the door. It unlocks, has memory seats. You see you have two big screens on either side of your speedometer right here. ST logo comes up to let you know that you're not in just any boring SUV. Start stop button. Okay, let's go through some of the systems here. You got this nice feeling wheel actually with the ST logo. You have 2 aero pads up here. You also have your cruise control buttons and of course your Bluetooth and your phone. Over here you have your tack, but if I press up I can go through a couple of different things. Fuel economy, distance to empty. We have the boost gauge right here. Intelligent all-wheel drive, telling you where it's sending the power. Your speed, you can have digital speed along with your speedometer right there, your analog. You've got your tire pressures, and then back to RPM. Now on this other side you have your media, navigation, which is just really a compass, or you can see your phone menu. You also have your temperature and your compass that just tells you southeast, your time. But it's very nice to have those 2 screens. Up here, of course, you have a lot of different things. You've got your audio you can go into with this Bang & Olufsen system, which is very high end. I'm surprised to see that in this car. Your climate controls, so we'll turn that up a little bit today. You can have AC or heat going to your seats. It's very well equipped. You've got your navigation, apps, and your settings. One thing in your settings I wanted to look at is this ambient light right here. You can choose from ice blue, orange, soft blue, red, green, blue, purple. You can turn them down just a little bit if you want to. That's all really nice. Everything's laid out really nicely. If I press this camera button up here, you can see the front camera, which is awesome. That is a great feature. You can see your 3/4 cameras. Okay, so you can see kind of a rabbit's eye view. So that's really cool. And of course your rotary dial down here. I'm not too huge on. I wish this thing had a stick with 3 pedals, but you also have your automatic stop start, your parking sensors, and your parking assist. This thing has all kinds of assist. We can go over here, look at this, and you can go to driver assist. You've got pre-collision trailer sway, lane keeping assist, a driver alert, and your cruise control. So no launch control that I've seen, but you've got blind spot. Yeah, I mean, a lot of systems working for you on this car. Remote start, power lift gate, wipers. You can do pretty much anything that you want to. You can mess with it on this car. Auto high beam, daytime lights. So all right, but the thing that I'm most interested in is how this car drives. It's a crossover. Ford killed the Fiesta STs and the Focus STs. Now they're going to focus on these kind of vehicles and trucks. So let's hope it drives well. And we'll play with this 8-speed automatic and we'll just see how it feels, if it delivers on that ST performance badge. Okay, so with the key in my pocket, starts right up. Seat belts for safety. Big screen. Turn the rotary dial to R so we can back up and get a nice big rear view. Press down on the parking brake button. Not huge on parking brake buttons, but it is what it is. And let's go for a ride. Over to D. All right, now what's really cool is if I press this button right here, if you're not sure about stuff, you've got a camera up front and on the sides, so you can really be sure of what all is around you, and that's nice, but it only stays on for about 15 seconds. Seating position in this is very comfortable, I have to say. Steering wheel comes right to your hands. Of course, everything's telescopic. Ride is nice, supple. Okay, so in the Edge ST, you have a 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost twin turbo, making 335 horsepower, but 380 foot-pounds of torque. That's the big one you need to pay attention to. And it makes it at 3,000 RPM. So this should be a monster. But you're also dealing with a weight of 4,600 pounds, but a towing capability of 3,500 pounds. Crazy. But with that power output, you can do 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. Okay, all right, I see what we're working with now. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so like I said, unfortunately, there's no manual option. You've got the rotary dial and you've got an 8-speed automatic with paddles for up shift, downshift. Let's try that out. If you go down, you get a gear indicator in the middle of your tack on the left screen. Drop down a couple gears. And it's pretty slow to respond. It's definitely not a dual clutch. It's just an automated manual. So, but once you touch a paddle, it sticks in that gear, so that's nice. You have a little bit of a throaty sound from the exhaust back there. I mean, it's not nothing to write home about, but you know, the point of these cars and why they're doing so well is just the practicality of it. If you can have as much room as you have in here, the comfort, the technology, and the go anywhere ability with this advanced track all-wheel drive system, plus have, you know, hot hatch performance, what's not to like? So far the handling's very taut. The steering's a little bit numb. I mean, the thing is, they put a ST badge on the Ford Edge Sport. That's all they really did. They boasted it 20 horsepower, hasn't lost any weight, and the Ford Edge Sport was a great crossover. Here's a tight turn. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, it's very confident in corners. Pre-collision assist, no thank you. And there's going to be a problem. There's just way too many nannies for you. Let's press this button in the middle of this jog dial, and let's go into sport mode. Let's see what happens. Okay, a little S has popped up. Throttle mapping's much more aggressive. This thing really gets up and goes. I mean, Moving 4,600 pounds down the road that quick is pretty crazy. But let's get you over here. Let's put you in this seat so you can see what I'm seeing, and let's take it down this road. We'll pull over here real quick. Oh, it's gearing down really aggressive now in sport mode. Okay, let's go for a little run. Go ahead and click it into sport mode. Light lets us know it's on. Let's buckle up. Plenty of ground clearance. In sport mode, you get a more throaty sound, definitely. The shifts are sharper, the throttle mapping's a lot quicker. And I have to say, it really controls its weight. Like I said, 4,600 pounds is not a lot, even for crossovers. SUVs, it's not a lot vehicle. 335 horsepower, 380 foot-pounds of torque. The thing that really helps you there is the torque. Brakes seem to be very adequate. And it's just a really nice place to sit. This is not a sports car, okay? That you're not gonna get those kind of thrills. But what you are gonna get is the practicality of a crossover mixed in with the performance of the ST badge. And does it live up to it? Yes. Would I like to see a manual option? Of course. But you can't always have what you want. For $49,000, it's a steep jump, but if this is what you want, I'm not sure there's a whole lot more out there for that price range that will deliver like this does. And like I said, I really like this camera button up here. Oh no, it won't come on when you're in motion. I guess you have to be going below a certain speed. But let's whip around, head back to the dealership. Let's see the turn and circle here. Oh, turning radius is nice, very usable. All right, we got a free run. Let's see what she does. Oh, wow. Really holds its gears in sport mode. Let's go to the paddles. Okay, so just coming through these corners. Trail brake, get in this corner deep. Nice, power out. That torque is there for you. It's so meaty. There's such a meaty amount of torque, and it's down so low in the rev range that you can just power out of anything. One of these would be so much fun in the snow. Steering's effortless. You don't get a lot of feedback, but like I said, you got to think of what this is, the purposes. You're not supposed to get a lot of feedback. But to be a sport infused crossover, this is absolutely market leading, I believe. I mean, there's so much room in here. All the materials are so nice. Everything you touch, there's no cheap plastic. There's no rattles. The seats are very supportive, very comfortable. Yeah, Ford, awesome job once again. the Edge ST, everybody. All right, guys. So that was my little review of the Ford Edge ST. Summary, it is a Ford Edge, but they've just kicked it up a notch, and that notch is worth it. $49,000 for this, and it's got the same technology as a lot of really high-end automobile manufacturers, Mercedes, BMW. You're not losing out on any features. The all-wheel drive system is amazing. The engine is amazing. Yeah, so I really like this, and if I had 50 grand to spend on a SUV or a crossover, I would highly recommend checking this out. Guys, that's my review. If you haven't subscribed already, please smash that subscribe button. More videos coming up soon. Thanks to Modern Ford for the opportunity to take this out and give you guys a good look at it, give me a good look at it. Guys, have a great day. I'll see you later.